Hello. Doing a movie review. This is a good one. Well, it might be a good one. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good one. It came to my attention Friday because it was released on Friday. It's a documentary called Sisters with Transistors. Quite a catchy title, directed by Lisa Rovner. And yeah, it's a documentary about the female pioneers of electronic music. And it's fairly standard fare. I mean, again, it's a documentary, but yeah, again, it brings in lots of different elements, and again, it's narrated by Laurie Anderson. So I was there. Unfortunately, it's only done on one of those limited releases at the moment, where you pay your money and you get it for a couple of days. It's like a digital rental. It's not. Well, in the UK, it's not out at the cinemas. It might be in your neck of the woods. Do check out the website, Sisters with Transistors. Maybe I'll put a linky and you can find it. But yeah, it dropped last Friday, instantly dating this video. Was it the 23rd of April 2021? And I hadn't seen it coming. I think it was released the previous year in 2020. So I thought, well, let's watch it, and so I did. And yeah, so it charts like from the early pioneers. Clara Rockmore, who used to play the theremin, from her in the early days right up until more modern exponents like Mariana Macha, who does things with tapes and whatnot. But it also again goes through like the British realm. We have of course the great BBC Radiophonic Workshop, Daphne Oram and Delia Derbyshire, the great Delia Derbyshire, who helped put down the first iteration of the Doctor Who theme, and was responsible for a lot of a very strange tape experiments. Again, all her stuff was done with editing tape into little segments. I mean, there are many different documentaries about Delia Derbyshire, and you can watch them on YouTube. I think there's been a couple on the BBC. So yeah, it fed into there. I mean, yeah, I think it's about an hour and a half, the documentary, and it zips by. It's very I found it very relaxing. I might have nodded off because of the music and Laurie Anderson's voice. It wasn't boring. It was Friday afternoon. I'd been walking all week, doing the school run. I was back from the school run, put my feet up, tea and a biscuit, nice documentary, little bit of noddy time. But I did watch it, honest guff, I did watch it. The only issue was I was streaming it from my iPad, and my iPad kept going into sleep mode, and it kept going off. So I had to keep doing that. That's the downside. I couldn't get it to stream on my TV. I think guys who are doing the streaming, that would have been an option. If you could have done it straight on the TV, then I wouldn't have had to have streamed it from my iPad. But yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good documentary. And again, everyone's woke at the moment, but there are a lot of women involved in synthesizer music, and it's interesting that women are involved in that. I find that fascinating. I really do. So yeah, I found it really engaging, cozy little documentary, and I'll be happy to watch it again if it comes out on disc, or I think I'll support it again. I think it's well worth the support. So yeah, I'm just making it you aware of it. I'm hoping that it will end up on something like Netflix, and then it'll get a wider audience, because it's kind of buried. That's the shame, is it's kind of buried at the moment, and it's only going to be hardcore nuts like myself who are going to pay their $9.99 to watch it on streaming. It's a shame that they didn't do a DVD, Blu-ray, or at least maybe an actual download copy that you could, for 15 quid I'd have bought the download so I could have watched it again. I don't think I had enough time, because I watched it on Friday, and weekend I'm doing stuff with the kids and whatnot, and so I don't really think of watching it again. Like, I wanted to watch it again before I did this, and I went to it yesterday, and me thing had expired, so I think it was only like 48 hours. So yeah, yeah, that's the shame of these digital rentals, is I think sometimes, especially with documentaries, sometimes you need maybe a week's worth of time. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Lots of old footage in there, and a really good celebration of the hidden people, and they are trailblazers. Of course, Wendy Carlos did music for Clockwork Orange, and and other Kubrick things, among other things. Again, another pioneer. I think people are very aware of their contribution, but some of these other people you may not, and Derbyshire for that matter, but some of these other people you may not be aware of. So it's good that a good documentary shines the light in the places that we might not be necessarily aware of. So yeah, and it gives you there's a lot of stuff here for you to go on afterwards to check out. So think of it as, if you're interested in electronic music, then it gives you the chance to use this as a springboard to find out new players and new things. So yeah, I thought it was very good, and I can't wait to watch it again. But maybe I'll get the disc, or watch it on Apple or whatever it is. I actually own it. Own the digital product. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny these days. Everything seems to be going digital. But yeah, that's one for you to check out. Hopefully, it's of interest. My name's been Darren Lock. I've been talking about Sisters with Transistors, a nice, cosy documentary by Lisa Rovner. Well worth your time. I thought it was really cool and really interesting. And again, I do like electronic music. The people that know what they're doing. I really like to see it happen. I don't necessarily understand it or get it, but I do find that branch rather fascinating, especially the people who do tape experiments, because it's almost like a lost art now, isn't it? Because we've lost tape. So Derbyshire really was, ahead of the game. But yeah, check it out. I'll put a link to the website. No affiliate links. I won't make any money out of that. So so there you go. Thank you for watching. My name's been Darren Lock. I've been talking about Sisters with Transistors, a really cool documentary that I think you should all have a look at. And that's it. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is ta-da.